Hi, my friends. Suni Moon here. And welcome to This Journey, a podcast. Some of you know me as a sound and energy healer. I've done that work for many, many years. And it's effective and it's fun and it's satisfying. But I have information to share, and I've been frustrated because I don't have a real way to do that. I can't talk too much in the session with a client. I can't stop in the middle of a sound bath and share some intuitions or insights that have been sent to me. So this morning I had the idea, or the clarity perhaps finally, to just say, I think we need to do a podcast. I've wanted to do one for a while, but I wasn't clear on the why. But this morning it came to me that if I did the podcast on Zoom and invited anybody who wanted to join me at some point in the podcast, there could be time for your input and we could have some discussion. So the point of having that discussion is for you to be able to ask me questions, not like I'm the answers to all things, but I can clarify perhaps what I've shared. But also your questions then push me to learn more or to explain better or to get more depth on what I'm doing. So I receive information from, from out there. I receive a knowing, that's my gift. So I'll get a message inside right here and I know that I need to share that, but I've not really had a way to do that. So there will be a subject set for the Zoom gatherings. I can't be sure what might come through that evening of, but I wanted to do this first short intro without the audience to just share with you a little bit of why. So my whole life, I have been a seeker. And at first, I was raised as an atheist, and all the kids at school went to church but me. And so I was a religious seeker for a while, and I studied Christianity in great depth, and some other religions also, to the point where I realized that at their roots for me, they're very, very much the same. Religion is asking us to be compassionate, be loving, be kind, be good to each other, be good to ourselves. And beyond that, my experiences with organized religion have not been my favorite. How's that? I think we're past the point now where we need to gather together and have perhaps a person up front who is kind of the go-between. Now is the time, is really I think each of us are called to really connect with the fact that the divine, the universal consciousness, that information, that wisdom, that power is actually within each of us. And I have to learn to turn within me to figure out what my purpose is and what I'm supposed to do, just as you have to learn to turn within you to understand your purpose and your power. Now, in the media in general today, we live in very tumultuous times. The media might not necessarily encourage you in those ways. And I like to suggest to people that the media is not there to inform you. The media is there to make money. And I won't wax too much on that because I always feel like I'm sounding kind of paranoid, like they're gonna control us. But my focus can't be on the outside. It never has been. It's always been on whatever's within. And that's where I get my wisdom and my hope and I'm holding this camera in my hand. No wonder it's getting shaky. Yes, I have a tripod somewhere. Hold on, I'll get it. All right, I don't know if that's any better or worse camera angle, but at least it'll sit still for me. So my goal has been to help people understand that when you focus on the media, on the news a lot, The news is there to keep you coming back so that they can make money. Now, I know there's some honorable news sources out there. I'm not throwing everybody under the bus. But I have too many friends who feel they must watch the news in order to know what's happening. And the truth is, the most important part of life for you to know about what's happening is right here. What's going on with you? What are you feeling? We have built a society where we each are inspired or enabled to escape from our emotions too much. We use alcohol and caffeine and assorted other chemicals and plants to sometimes deepen our understanding of our own experience, but often it is to sort of escape. We have built a society that says we need alcohol to have a party, and we also need alcohol when we're sad. And I'm not pointing out only alcohol. It was a vice, it was a problem for me, and it is not anymore. But sometimes those additives kind of dull what we're really feeling. And I do think that the truth of why each of us is here is trying to come out, you know. And so for me, it's been a good experience to learn how to, when I'm feeling overwhelmed or I'm feeling too much, it's too much, I do sit still, and I use my sound healing and I use my meditation practices to try to just say, what are you feeling? And often in the beginning, when I started this practice, it was more like a child going, I'm scared, or maybe I felt like I wasn't a good girl, feeling like my mom wouldn't approve, and my mom's been gone many, many years. But now if I sit still, I get clarity, and it doesn't need an additive for that. And so the times that we spend together in this podcast, or that we will spend together, whether you're here with me or live or not, are just times where I'm sharing with you the things that helped me settle and begin to grow. Because each of us has a purpose for being here. And you are fulfilling your purpose right now. But because the times are changing and they're so tumultuous, it's probably helpful to find ways to focus on you and the positive actions you can take. To focus on your purposes and how to help build. Because I believe there is a new world here, a new earth. And because we've never seen, many of us have never seen a world founded on love and compassion, where that is what is valued and honored and asked of each of us. And because a world based on those things is so strange, we can't see it. What we do see is a world based on fear and greed and anger and corruption. So the times we get to spend together at this journey in the podcast are really intended to help you learn to refocus and look for what is good. I'm not asking you to keep your eyes closed and merrily skip down the road. Nothing's wrong with my world. No, but quantum physics has explained to us that our thoughts are measurable. They are energy. And so if your thoughts are focusing on the things you hate, you are giving your life force energy to things that you don't want. And my approach, my practice is to say, what do you want? Don't tell me what you hate. Tell me what you love. Tell me what you hope for. Tell me what your dreams are. And by focusing on those dreams and taking faltering steps forward, you will empower what you wish for this world. You will give your life force energy for what you want. So when we focus on what is broken, and then we want to share what is broken on social media, you are empowering yourself, and not purposefully, but effectively, you're disempowering others. So this session, this get together, is really for us to learn to empower each other, empower ourselves. And I'm not at all sitting at the top of the ladder and going, follow me. I am only here to encourage you on your path, to help you believe that you came here for a purpose. And you came here at this time of life on earth for a reason. Some of us believe that there were many, many, many beings, many, many souls that wanted to be here at this time to support the earth in this transformation. And you, my friend, are one of them. And that doesn't mean you have to throw away your life and go wander in the desert. Yes, Gray, I'm thinking of you. He's wandering the desert right now, literally. And I'm so happy for him. But the idea isn't throwing your life away. It's your life has built you to this point where now you can build differently. Now you can build more. Now you can find some joy. Now you can cultivate hope in yourself and others. It's time for us to empower the new world, empower the love and compassion. And in doing that, we help bring more peace to ourselves. And we will allow this new earth that I believe is here to be seen by more. Because if you're lost in watching the media only, you can't even imagine. I've had so many people tell me when I talk about this new earth that I believe is here, they'll say, love and compassion, that'll never happen. And I think it's because you have your doors closed. And I'm here to just say, open your doors, open your doors. Open your doors to the unimaginable. Open your doors to love and compassion. And you will be surprised. And at least by gathering together and talking about things from a positive perspective, I intend that we at least comfort each other, encourage each other, and help each of us find our own true power in these changing times. So the podcast name at this moment is called This Journey, and it will be published in video and also in audio-only formats. It's all to come. So I wanted to share with you the basis. This is episode 1, evidently. My intention is not to talk for a long, long time. If we can keep this to 20 minutes or less, it'll be great. Okay, maybe a half hour with other people to chat. I'm just more excited today than I have been for a while because I've had this stumbling block about how do I share? And to allow people to connect with me and perhaps in some cases even support me in some ways. So we'll talk about the options later, but I wanted to say hello. I wanted to share my enthusiasm while it's ripe and vibrating, which it certainly is today. I send you all light and love. I send you that energy of joy and peace and hope for a brighter, happier, healthier future for us all. Take good care. I will see you sometime soon. Bye-bye.